Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This video today is going to be all about the baby. I cannot believe I'm pregnant again for the 4th time. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jessica, aka soultribemama. I have 3 beautiful babies, 2 boys, 1 girl. Pregnant with my 4th. If you haven't seen my pregnancy announcement video, I'll link it here. And I also have one about telling our kids, which is kind of funny. My oldest reaction is very funny. So if you want to watch that, I'll leave that here too. But I'm doing this tonight. Today is March 4th. Tomorrow I go in for my first official ultrasound. The very first ultrasound they do is always just to make sure that you're pregnant and to see how far along you are. This ultrasound is way more in depth, which is exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time. Obviously, everybody wants to make sure that their baby is okay, and as do I. It never changes. All of my pregnancies was like that. You know, you get really nervous about this part. So I'm praying that everything goes well, but I am really excited to see the baby. So I'll be bringing y'all along with me tomorrow. Hopefully they let me film during the ultrasound. At my doctor's office they did, but this place is a different place, so they may or may not. So I hope they do. If they don't, I will definitely be giving y'all an update. But so for tonight, I might need to go take a bath and try to relax my mind because I'm gonna be too excited and nervous for tomorrow and I need to sleep. So let me go do that and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Are you having fun, mamas? You're gonna cry when I have to leave you here so I can go to the doctor. Are you gonna cry? You better not. You better not cry. I don't know why it's doing that. Every time I like press record, it's doing this weird stuff with the lines. I don't know. It might be because of all the equipment in here, which is probably why they're gonna tell me that I can't film. So if that's the case, I will update y'all when I get out. I'm hoping they will, but you know. But if anything, you'll get to see the ultrasound pictures when I'm done. Well, my bladder wasn't full enough, which I don't know why, but they gave me another bottle of water. So I'm in here. They left the lights dim, so it's kind of nice in here, but so I'm in here drinking this bottle of water, probably sitting here for like 20 minutes, and then they're gonna come in and try again, and hopefully it's full by then. When I leave, I'll tell y'all the craziness of this story, what's happened so far. I was so frustrated this morning. It's like, it feels like one thing after another is happening. So hopefully this works, because I want to see this baby. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna drink my water and wait for them to come back in. They did say I cannot video, so I won't have video of the actual ultrasound, but I will have clips of the pictures and the videos that they send me. So I'll have that in here. Took some photos and some video, and now I'm waiting on the doctor to come in. So I'm gonna sit here with this goop. right, I'm leaving in about 24 hours. They're gonna send me video and pictures, so I can't wait to show you guys. Why does my belly look so big already? Y'all, I'm back home from the ultrasound, and they also drew blood to do the genetic testing. Obviously I'm 33 years old, so I'm getting closer to that age range where they look for high-risk pregnancies, even though I've had 3 kids before that were perfectly healthy. It just all depends on age and all that other scientific stuff, I guess. But on the ultrasound, they didn't find anything that was concerning, but I always opt in for the genetic testing just to be sure. It really gives you like a heads up. Obviously, if everything is negative, that's great, but if it is positive, then it gives you time to understand it, whatever it may be, and maybe there's a plan of action, that kind of stuff. So I like to do it as soon as they let us do it. The other cool thing is that when they do this blood test, they can also tell you the gender. And usually with mine, my earlier 2, we had to wait till our 20-week ultrasound anatomy appointment to find out the gender. I was never able to do the blood thing. I know that they had it then because I had friends that would do it, but my doctor just didn't offer it. I don't know why. But now with the facility she uses for ultrasounds, they do provide it. So my sister is going to be throwing me a gender reveal party. I'm super excited. We did one for my daughter, my last child. I've never done a gender reveal before that, and the one we did for my daughter was really fun. This one I don't think will be as elaborate as it was last time, but it's still gonna be really fun and exciting and all of that. The surprise effect is like the best part. So when they call for the results, they'll tell me the results, and then they will ask, do you want to know the gender? And I either say yes or no, or can you call so-and-so? And then I give them her number, and then they call her with the information. But I wanted to talk about, I kind of said a little bit about this when I was in the doctor's office or in the ultrasound room, about how hectic today has been so far. And it was like one of those days that should be super exciting and fun turned into stress. And I was running late, which I shouldn't have been. I got up plenty of time. I got ready. Everything was fine. But when I left my house, the road right off of my house, they have been doing construction for like 3 years. Still not done. And usually in the mornings, there's really no traffic. Well, of course, this morning, it was so bad that I sat at a light for 5 times watching it turn green before I even got through the light, which was so frustrating. And that was literally by my house, so it's not like it was close to the doctor's office or anything. So then I'm heading to there. I get there, and it was so packed in the parking lot, I couldn't find a spot. Like, I literally drove in circles. And if you follow me on Instagram, I have just talked about how I get blessed all the time with the best front row parking. But for some reason, when I'm in a hurry and it's like the hospital or a doctor's office where there's like millions of parking spaces, I can't find one. I do have to say though, the parking space I ended up finding was right in the front. Right when I turned down that lane, somebody was pulling out of the front parking spot and I was able to jump right in there, which was really nice. But I had still spent time driving, trying to figure out where was the best place. And then I went into the wrong building because I'd been to these buildings hundreds of times before with my last pregnancies, And I could have swore I knew exactly where it was, and I got inside that building and I looked around and I was like, I don't even remember the suite number, what level it's on. So I call the office and they tell me where it is, and I'm not even in the right building. So that was frustrating because I was already late, and I could tell the nurse's voice on the phone when she asked my name was like, ugh. And I was hoping she wasn't gonna say, well, we have to reschedule you. I wasn't like 20 minutes late. I was really only like 5 minutes late. But because this is a new baby, they do a new patient paperwork, and that obviously they give you like 15 minutes to do that. So to them, I was 15 minutes late because I didn't have the time to do the paperwork. But I finally got in there, and this place is they're so sweet here. And she was joking around with me about the parking and everything, and I did my paperwork. I got in there, and we get in the back, and they start the ultrasound, and my bladder isn't full enough. And I had been drinking a couple glasses of water, but not a ton, and I had not gone to the bathroom for, I mean, since I had woken up that morning, I hadn't gone to the bathroom. But it wasn't, they just couldn't find any, they couldn't do it, the full ultrasound. So then they hand me a bottle of water. They tell me to wait 20 minutes. And I'm thinking, of course this would happen. You know, it's like one of those things that goes through your mind when it's like one thing after another seems to be happening. And it's so frustrating. So they finally come back in 20 minutes later. My bladder is full enough, but not to the point where they were hoping for. So they go ahead and go along with the ultrasound. Thankfully, she was able to get quite a few pictures, but the measurements and things that they're actually looking for in this ultrasound, she got most of them, but not all of them. And so she had said that the doctor was going to come in and either make sure that we got enough or was going to do some more herself. So once the doctor came in, again, all the staff and the doctor's so sweet. They're the nicest people. They make you feel super comfortable, and they laugh with you and all of those things. When she came in, she looked up everything. She kind of went over things with me and just said, you know, everything looks good, but I think you should do the genetic testing. You know, that's your option. And I said, of course, I always do it. I definitely want to do it. So from there, I waited to go get my blood drawn and then head out. You know, you do your next appointment and get all the information up and get out the door. And my poor husband needed to get to a meeting, and we had planned out like 2 hours for this ultrasound, and I thought there's no way it's going to take 2 hours. I mean, maybe an hour, you know. I mean, I was rushing home, and that made me feel even worse because it's not on me. It wasn't about my ultrasound or my appointment. Now it's about my husband, and I don't want to make him late, you know, or do any of those things to cause any problems with him. So you had all that stuff together, I feel like a wreck. Like, part of me, you know, was happy to see the baby and happy to hear that everything's going well so far. But the rest of the day, it was so frustrating. And I just hate those days. I hate it. And there's nothing that we can do about it. You know, it's not like we can snap our fingers and there's not going to be any traffic, or I can make the clock go backwards, or any of those things. And so I always have to remind myself those things are out of my control and to just let it go, because the more I get frustrated, the more I get stressed, the worse I feel and the worse it gets. If you've ever noticed that, the more you're stressed and the more you think about it, it's like more things start happening, a domino effect. So thankfully, I mean, I got home and my hubby is the best. You know, I'm like, I kept the car running. I'm like, okay, I'm here. And he was just like, okay, how do I look? You know, all that kind of stuff. It was really sweet. So he got out the door. I hope he got there in time. And now I'm home. I did end up getting my Starbucks drink. Again, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll leave my handle here so you guys can. On there, I was talking about getting this, which actually, they gave me the wrong size. I asked for a Grande and it's a venti. But one of the sweetest mamas on Instagram and a YouTube mama, she's actually the reason why I decided to start my own YouTube channel, the inspiration behind it. She definitely inspires me every day. She is a great person. Her name is Brittani Boren Leach, but on hers, she's loves Target and Starbucks just like I do. And so I get a lot of inspo from her on that end too. And she talked about this drink that she loves to get. And so I screenshotted it and I was like, let me try it. So I tried it and I really liked it, except for I am a chocoholic. And when I get coffee, I like to have some mocha in there or some kind of sweetness in there. And so when I tried it, I really liked it, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like alter it just a little bit and I'm gonna add mocha in there instead of the classic pumps that she gets. And it is now my favorite drink in the whole world. So thank you, Brittani, for that, inspiring me again to try a new Starbucks drink, and now I'm in love. The only thing is that today they gave me a venti with the 3 pumps, which to me is not enough chocolate. So what I think I'm gonna do instead, oh, and by the way, I will, down in the description below, I'll leave you exactly what I order and also what Brittani orders in case you guys want to try it. But one thing I'm going to do today, and I'll show y'all what it looks like after I make it, is I've ordered this off of Amazon. I've been looking for a really good protein powder that I can take and drink while I'm pregnant. Something, not necessarily a meal replacement, but something to add on to that to give me more energy, more protein, to feel fuller longer, because I am eating and eating and I feel weak and I don't feel like I'm getting enough nutrients. So I found this. It's in the flavor Kona Mocha. It tastes amazing. You can just do a scoop of this with milk and shake it up and you'd be good. But I actually like to make it into a smoothie. I put this in there with a little bit of milk, any kind that you like, and I add in some peanut butter, and sometimes I add in a little bit of Nutella because I like that hazelnut kind of chocolate taste. And then some chia seeds or flaxseed or anything like that to add in there. But today, you know what I'm gonna try? I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna add my coffee in there. And we're gonna see how it tastes. So I get a double whammy. So I'm gonna go make that, and then I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like and my opinion on how it tastes. It's probably gonna taste amazing because I love both these things, but I'm excited. I love drinks, y'all. I love it. Okay, let me go do that and I'll be back. Real quick before I go make my little drink smoothie thing, I wanted to show y'all the outfit I wore today because it is so dang comfy and it's from my 2 favorite places. So starting with this super cute tie-dye sweatshirt, which tie-dye is in again and I'm loving it so much. But this one is actually in the maternity section at Target, and I feel like you would not know that by looking at it, and that's what I like about it. I don't love maternity clothes because, especially the shirts that have the ruching on the sides, obviously to make room for the belly, but to me, I want to have something that I can wear when I'm pregnant and when I'm not pregnant, and this is seriously so comfy, so cute. I love how it just gives you enough room in here for the belly, but it doesn't look huge and it doesn't have the tightness on the sides. I love it. How sweet is this? So next up are these leggings that have always been my favorite. I have like 6 pair. This is my latest pair that I just got, the dark gray, which I love because I have all the black ones. I have the one for pregnancy that comes up here and has stretchiness on the belly. I have some that are postpartum that are tight right here after you have the baby. I have sporty ones. I have them all, and I'm not joking, my favorite leggings ever. And one of them is actually called the everyday legging, and you would know why if you wore them. You want to wear them every day. So they're super comfy. The material is so soft. It's thick enough. You're not gonna, there's no see-through, no see-throughness, everything. These ones, I'm trying to remember which ones these are called. I can't remember, but I love the leg. I'll try to get my leg up here so you can see. See how it's got like the lines right here? It just gives a little detail. It's really cute. And then like I said, these ones hit right at the belly button. Depending on the size, I'm wearing a small and I weigh 158, about 5'7". So these fit just fine for me, the small. Now when I start getting the belly, I might fold them down here so that they'll just get more support under the belly. And then once I get bigger, I'll wear the maternity ones, the full pregnancy ones, which are super comfy too. But I just wanted to show you all these. If you want them, again, I'm gonna link everything down below. And I'm pretty sure this is brand new, so they will have it right now in Target, online and in store. But both of these, like, so comfy. And if y'all can see, just a little baby bump here. And I think it's a little bit bigger for how early I am, just because it's my 4th. At least that's what I want to say. Or it's chocolate, you know, one of the two. Or probably both. Baby and chocolate, you know, candy. But see how cute this sweatshirt is? And I like it because it's tight at the bottom. I hate it when you have sweatshirts that fit really cute and then they just like hang. I like it to be able to just be able to push it up right here, push it up over the bum sometimes, and then you've got all this room here. So cute. So I would totally recommend this even if you're not pregnant. And it might look weird to go in the maternity section and buy this, but I'm telling you, the material is so soft. I love the color of the tie-dye. This pinkish blush color is so pretty. And then, like I said, the fit is really nice, whether you're pregnant or not. So definitely go check it out. All right, y'all, I'm back with my smoothie drink. Or I guess it's like a coffee drink. I don't know what you would call this, but in my little mason jar cup. I love mason jars to drink out of. I don't know if that's a Texas Southern thing or if it's just a South, full-on South thing, but I think they're becoming more popular. But it's super cheap to just buy a big old case of mason jars and take the tops off and then use them as cups. And I think that they're really cute too. Anyways, I did 1 scoop of the protein powder, 16 ounces of my coffee drink from Starbucks, and then a big old spoon of peanut butter. Like I said, usually I add in like chia seed or something like that. I didn't do it today, and it smells, it smells so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I definitely recommend this. I'll link everything down below, and I will also leave like the recipe that I use to make this. I'll also leave the recipe if I don't have coffee or if I'm not putting coffee in. But yeah, I'll try to give y'all as much info as possible in case you want to try it, because I love protein shakes or meal replacement shakes. When you're a busy mom, you don't have time to just like make these gorgeous healthy meals all day long and snacks and whatever, which is why we end up going towards like chips and things like that that are really not giving us any nutrients at all, and then that's why we're hungry like 5 seconds later. So I love this kind of stuff that I can drink it twice a day, in the morning and at night, and then have the rest of my food during the rest of those times. It leaves me full feeling. It's good for the baby because I need the nutrients, but the baby really needs all the nutrients, and the baby gets everything before we do, which is another reason why even if you're eating, you feel like you're eating, you know, 5 times as much as what you used to, and you still either feel like you're not getting any of the nutrients, or you're too tired, or you're too weak, or you're still hungry. Just remember, all the things that you are ingesting are going to the baby first. The baby gets everything, all the really, really good stuff first. Then we get the leftovers, which is pretty much how motherhood is, if you think about it. If you already have kids, you know what I mean. You give your kids everything first, all of you, all your food, all of everything, and we get the scraps and we get the leftovers, which is why we're always exhausted. So this is, I guess, just getting us ready for when the baby comes. But anyways, definitely try this out if you are looking for a good like protein shake or something like that. I need to do some housework, so I'm gonna get my coffee in and all my energy, and then I'm gonna go crazy on this house because it needs it badly. It's so good. I think I'm gonna go hide in my closet for a little bit and finish my drink so I can have peace and quiet while the baby sleeps and Abel is playing. Hopefully he won't find me right away. We gotta do what we gotta do sometimes, y'all. You hide in the closet. If I had a walk-in pantry with a lock, I would hide in there. That way I could eat all the munchies while I was in there. I blocked my bathroom before, but they just sit there and bang on it. So if I'm in the closet, they don't really know I'm in the closet because I usually just lock the bathroom door. I don't have a ton of hiding places in my house right now. But every once in a while, I need to hide away for like 5 minutes. Gather my thoughts, get some peace and quiet, drink my yummy drink all by myself, and get ready. Because when you open that door, chaos starts all over again. But sometimes it's a fun chaos, and other times it's like fun chaos mixed in with tantrums and screaming and fighting. It's motherhood. It's fun though, most of the time. That's what happens when mom's alone.